Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to revisit a video that I did, I think it was almost 2 years ago, a year and a half, something like that. So the reason why we're going to redo this is for two reasons. Number one, I was looking at my bag the other day and it is getting really beat up and tore up, and I think it's time to replace it. But also, there's been a change in circumstance since the last time that I did the video. So even though you're going to see the same bag for right now, because I haven't bought a replacement yet, but let's have a little story time about that change in circumstance. So here's the thing. Whenever I first filmed that video, I had a lot of stuff in my bag. I had pictures and like important paperwork, like I had tax documents, I had passports, our social security cards, everything like that in there. Anything that I really wanted to make sure nothing bad happened to. And a lot of you were very surprised that I carried all that stuff with me. And part of what I said in response to those of you that asked is accurate, and part of it was deception by omission, let's say. So I did want to make sure that nothing bad happened to those items, so I carried them with me. But the real reason why that is because we were homeless at the time. Now, let's pump the brakes real quick. I don't want to give the wrong impression. It's not like we were destitute or broke or, anything like that. It was kind of by choice and kind of by circumstance. So let me just back up now and tell you from the beginning. So whenever we first got into trucking, or we were finishing up our schooling to get our CDL, we got rid of our place in the city and we were like, okay, we're just going to move in with my in-laws, and that being my husband's family, and we're just going to live with them until we decide to buy our own place. Now, the thing about that is that we did do that, and because we were getting into trucking, we knew that we would be over the road for like a month at a time and then only home for a week. So to us, it was kind of like, why bother buying a place right now as soon as we got rid of the old one, and why bother renting if we didn't want to purchase right away, if we're only going to be home a week out of each month, or really 4 weeks out and 1 week at home. So it was just the most responsible thing to do for us, is to not waste all of that money either renting or purchasing something that we weren't really that into. We really wanted to save up more to buy a place that checked all of our boxes as opposed to just settling. So that's what we did. We moved in with my in-laws, and long story short, there goes the dryer. It just was not great for either party involved, and it just got to the point where for our own sanity's sake, we decided to just not live there anymore. So everything that we owned went into a storage unit, including all of my nicer handbags, all of my makeup, all of my clothes, everything except what could fit into like just basically a large duffel bag that I would take with us in the truck every month that we would go out, and then we'd come back and I would kind of swap things out, switch things up based on season or whatever. So we did that, and we did that for like 2 years, and it was difficult. I don't know if any of you have ever been in that circumstance where you just don't actually have a place that you call home, but it was not a fun time, but we made the most of it, and really, I think that we ended up doing that maybe 6 months after I started my channel. So for a good portion of the time that my channel has been up and running, I was filming out of hotel rooms every single video, and the lighting was not always great. The noise in the hallway was sometimes an issue, and it was just so stressful. So basically what I did is every single time that we came home, I would take out of storage all of my makeup that I didn't have with me, all of my filming equipment, everything, and set it up in the hotel rooms, and I would film like that. And then whenever we got the dedicated lane that we're currently on, we were home every single week, which was great, except for the fact that we didn't have a home. So we started staying in the exact same hotel every week, but like it was always a different room. And it's not like we could leave our things there. So every single week it was just go to the storage unit, go to the hotel, storage unit, hotel. And it was super frustrating, and I never like wanted to disclose that, I guess. I mean, I did say before a couple times like, oh, this week I'm filming in a hotel or whatever, but I didn't want to be like, I'm living in a hotel. Because, you know, it just, you know, I don't even have to explain it. You know what I'm talking about, the feelings that are involved with that. But so therein lies the reason why I carried so much stuff in my bag, and so much important documents and pictures that I didn't want to lose and stuff like that. It still gets me like a little bit emotional, because we've now been in the house for a year and a month, and it's so amazing. And you know, I try I try not to like, how do I put it? Like I try not to like brag about things that we're doing at the house or whatever, or updates that we're making, or, you know, repairs that we do or anything like that. Not that I feel like it's bragging, but I know that some people definitely take it that way on the internet. Anytime you talk about anything that you happen to have that the other person doesn't have. So I try not to be obnoxious about it, but at the same time, I feel like that's why so many YouTubers don't let everybody into certain aspects of their lives, because there's so much judgment that comes along with that. And I've just never been the type to be super like, oh, well, I can't afford that, so therefore you shouldn't have it either. But there are definitely people that are like that. And while I don't agree with it, it does happen. So, you know, I'm thrilled that we have a house. We worked our freaking butts off to get this house. And having lived in a hotel for 2 years, literally not having a kitchen, only having one bathroom, like, just sucked, you know? And it's like, I hope to never be there again, and I hope that none of you ever go through that. But at the time, whenever that was going on, whenever I would get comments like, oh, your lighting sucks, you know, like, your backdrop sucks, I hate those sparkly backdrops, blah, 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 blah. I got so, like, I wanted to be like, I'm filming in a hotel room, I don't have a home. Like, whenever I would get comments like that, it was just like, I want to, like, be like, this is a circumstance that I can't help right now, but I'm trying to, like, put out content. And it should be the quality of my review rather than whatever's going on behind me or with the lighting or whatever. But people like that just, they don't understand or don't care to understand regardless. So I never, like, addressed it. So I just feel so proud of finally having the house, finally getting things kind of situated the way that we wanted, no longer having everything in storage, and just not having to keep up that, like, illusion of everything is all cool, but really it's, like, not. So I just hope that by kind of sharing that aspect of my life with you guys, which I feel like my core group of people, this is not directed at you, but if you happen to be just stumbling upon my video, think about these things next time you see a YouTuber that you feel like, you know, oh, their makeup isn't that great, their lighting isn't that great, their backdrop is one that you don't like, or whatever it is. Maybe their audio isn't great, their video isn't great, whatever it is. You never know what might be going on. behind the scenes, and it's the effort that counts, not the aesthetic, I guess. So there you go. There's my little story time on I was homeless before, sort of, kind of. Homeless, without a home, but not like living in my car homeless. But I mean, we were kind of. We were living in the truck, except for 2 days a week. So I guess we kind of were. But anyway, let's get into the real topic of this video now. So this is my daily use in the truck bag. Now, whenever I'm home, I kind of tend to just take this stuff out and plop it into my at-home daily use bag, which is always one of the Coach bags. I kind of just rotate through them so that they can all wear kind of consistently. But honestly, even though I've had all of these for like 12 years or so, they're still looking like almost brand new because I take such good care of them. But the one that I'm currently using, did I just drop something? The one that I'm currently using is this one. And to be honest, I don't even remember the name of it. I think it is the Brooke, but I will look it up by the, tag number in here and tell you in the description box, but that's what it looks like. It's got this nice tag here, and I love that it has the two little straps here that I like to just kind of hold it in the crook of my arm like that. But there's also a longer shoulder strap, and then these just kind of hang down, which I like the look of. But if I'm going to wear something on my shoulder, I like it to hang down a little bit lower, whereas this one is kind of like up right under my armpit, so I don't love that because I got fat arms. I mean, if you have real skinny arms, it would hang down a little bit lower, but I don't. So I always just wear it like this. Love the look of it, love the aesthetic. Let me open it up. It has this nice, like, kind of tangerine almost interior in it. I always just stuff all of these full of like small leather goods and like bags and things to hold the shape whenever I'm not using it. But this is my daily use at-home bag. I would like to say that it was kind of moderately priced. I think it was about $3.50 way back in the day whenever I bought it. And looking at this, I feel like I should polish these a little bit. But anyway, this, I love the size of it, the shape of it, the slouchiness, but it's got kind of a little bit of structure to it. So perfect kind of daily use bag for me with that. I do plan on doing a closet, not really tour, but like kind of how I made a custom closet out of nothing on the cheap. So you will kind of see like my accessory closet within the closet in there. But I really need to get some wall art. Like I have a vision for it, and I just have not fulfilled it yet. So I don't want to show you until I've completed my vision. But if you follow me on Snapchat, you guys have seen it. I think it's a pretty banging closet, but that's me. I love me a closet. I would love to have a like custom, like all built-ins closet, but for the resale value of this home, it's not a good idea because it would eliminate one of the bedrooms. So I don't want to eliminate a bedroom from this home. So for that reason, I did kind of a modular type of thing where I could easily just take everything out and turn it back into a bedroom. So here is the same bag that I showed you in the last video. If you did not see that, I will link it down below. This is from Just Fab, and this is probably like 4 years old at this point. I bought like a ton of Just Fab bags whenever we first started trucking because I had all of my like Coach bags in the storage unit, and I don't ever want to take them on the road with me because they will get busted up, they will get greasy and dirty and nasty, and I spent too much money on those to let them go to ruin. So I bought a bunch of these like cheap ass bags from Just Fab, and I would just kind of choose one of them, use it until it was totally abused, and then just get rid of it and pull out the next one from my collection. But after we moved in here, I ended up decluttering almost all of those bags because I was just like, you know what, I have way too many of them and I'm just not using them. So I only kept a few of them. And this is one of the last remaining ones. So this one is on her last legs. She's got a lot of stuff going on here. It's peeling off. The handle is peeling and cracking right here. And it's breaking off right here. So this, if I put much more stuff in here, it's just going to rip off. So, and it's breaking here at the back also. So this one has been well used over the past probably like year and a half, 2 years maybe that I've been using it. So in the next few weeks, I'll probably just hop on over to Target and get another like inexpensive bag. And then I have all of my Coach bags that I spent way too much money on in college. I would buy those instead of buying food and like paying utilities. So, that I don't do that, kids. Just don't do it. But now that I have them, I do keep them and I keep them in nice condition and stuff. But I will never ever spend any more like of my hard-earned money on an expensive bag that's just like a daily use bag like this. Never again. The next bag that I'm going to buy is going to be a Vuitton Speedy bandolier, and that's it. That's all I'm buying. That's the end of it. And that will be like my at-home daily use bag. I will never bring it in the truck. It will still be bags like this. But I really thought, here, let me go off on another tangent. I bought all those Coach bags because I was an idiot. And I loved the design of them. I loved the aesthetic, but the resale value is absolute crap on them. So back a few years ago, whenever I really needed the cash, I basically couldn't get anything for them and I just ended up keeping them. But I've looked into it and I do love quality bags. I love ones that have like a lifetime guarantee that if something happens to it, I can send it in and have it fixed and be done with it and have it for life. So that's why I will buy a Louis Vuitton, but I will not spend my money on any other like lower brand bag just because I don't feel like it's worth it. So for me, I am putting away a tiny bit of my paycheck every week, and I hope that by this time next year I can buy my Speedy and have it kind of like as a treat, my first like adulting gift to myself, because we've come a long way, baby. In the past like several years, it took me quite a while to pay off all of my debt from college. So we're getting to that point, and now I am putting away money for something for myself. But long story short, don't waste your money on designer bags unless they are, number one, something that you really, 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 really love and that you know you will get a lot of use out of. And number two, make sure that it has good resale value, because when the going gets tough and you need to sell it or you need to do something to make some cash, make sure that you can actually get your money back on it, unlike the Coach bags. So anyway, this is the one from Just Fab. This is the Legacy bag. And whenever I did that video last year, whenever it was, they did still have this available for sale, and it came in different colors. So I will look on their website. I'm no longer a member anymore, but if I can find it, I will link it down below because a lot of you are very interested in this. It is a great bag, and it did last me for quite some time of really putting it through the ringer and wear and tear. And so I do love the design of it. I love everything about it. It's just that it's getting very busted and abused. So let's see what we've got in here. I think I probably have a lot of stuff just kind of randomly thrown in here because this week was a little bit of a mess. So let's just take a look at everything. First up, I have my wallet, which I don't love this wallet. I got it at TJ Maxx. It's an Adrienne Vittadini. I got it whenever I was looking for a gift for someone else, and I was like, oh, my other wallet is getting kind of like messed up, so let me just grab a cheap one. I think it was like $10, and I like the look of it. Okay, I like that it's kind of blush reptile, but what I don't like is that while it's slim this way, it's super fat this way, and I hate that. Let me scoot in closer. I also don't love that, like, this thing right here is where the what is it, the little window for your ID goes into, yet the opening is kind of small, so it's really kind of like a pain to try and pull it out, because you know some people are like, I need to see it outside of the wallet. So I don't like that. And I feel like once you get your like cards in here, it's kind of a pain to try and get them out because the little slots are extremely tight. So this is not my favorite. I'm going to be replacing it as soon as I get my butt over to TJ Maxx again. Wallets, again, for the road especially, I just don't spend a lot of money on them because it's kind of pointless. I have a couple Coach wallets and like a, what is that? I can't remember the brand, but I bought it at Nordstrom and it was like friggin' $100 like a million years ago. And I like that one, but it's so big and bulky that I just don't want to bring it on the road. And then, oh, this is the other wallet that I was using on the road. And then it has like my old license in here, and then just some extra credit cards that don't fit in the other wallet, which is again why I hate the other wallet, is that it has those slots which make it very bulky once you fill them up. And then you can only fill them like every other one, because if you fill all of them, they're in there so tight that you can't pull them out. So I have to carry yet another one to fit all of the extras in. Then I have my little Coach Madison Wristlet. I think it was the Madison. I just keep spare change in here. Can't even really see it, but it has purple lining, which is why I bought it in the first place. But it's very resilient also because it is the leather. And then, oh, who remembers this? I'm still carrying around my metal straw that my... Why is this so difficult? My metal straw that my husband got me like several years ago at the truck stop. But I would... Oh, there's a lot of lint in there. I don't use it on the daily. And then I have my sunglasses that I currently wear every day in the truck. These are just some Foster Grants that I bought at Walmart. They're like 15 bucks. That's all. I have like a ton of sunnies because I am really tough on them. So these will, I'm sure, break soon, and I'll have to use my backup pair, which my backup pair for right now that's in here, which has lint all freaking over them. But these are those big Harry Carey type sunnies that I got on Amazon. They're a little bit obnoxious, but I keep these as a backup to have in my purse. And then, ooh, I always keep a perfume in here. And right now, I have the Daisy Dream by Marc Jacobs. This is one of my favorite smelling perfumes. And I have... Oh, what's this? Oh, I have a Sonic gift card, which I don't know when I'm ever going to go to a Sonic again. And I have a Starbucks gift card from like 18 years ago. I think that was like from several years ago. There's $1.18 left on it, so that's fun. Don't know when I'll ever really use that again though. And then I have my grandma's memorial thingy from the service. I always keep that with me. And then I have medications. I have, let's see, a little Advil thing. This has just like various, I think, Tylenol extra strength. And what is that? Oh, it's Excedrin. That's what that is. So I have those. And I have Lydia's pain medicine from whenever she sprained her back the last time. We just keep a little bit extra in there just in case she were to need it on the road. And then I have all of the lip balms that we keep in the truck. I bring them with every week whenever we come back. because last time that I did not, they melted everywhere, and that was fun to clean up. And then let's see. Oh, I always keep a mascara. I just always throw a random one in. So this one is the Ulta Beauty Plush Drama Volumizing Mascara. And I have my house keys and an old truck key. That's fun. I don't even know which truck this was for, but that's that. I have my little Las Vegas one with my name on it. And this little puff that I got at Target forever ago. And what else do I have? Oh, I have my Dior lipstick tube that I cleaned out. I did a video on this, but I ended up putting bobby pins in this one to have that in there. Another truck key with a California keychain on it. I got this keychain for free because they couldn't figure out how to ring it up at the truck stop, so that was cool. Don't know which truck this went to though, but it was probably 2 or 3 ago. And then I have my current truck key with my North Dakota little... Why won't it spin? Oh, it's because I'm holding it tight. Well, whatever. You get the point. This is my North Dakota one, and it has a little jackalope on it. Mythical being. I think it's mythical, right? Those don't exist. I'm pretty sure they don't really exist. And then I have one zippered pouch left in here. I probably should get another zippered pouch. Good Lord, all this hair. To put all of that random stuff in that was just kind of floating around, but I've been really lazy about it. Last time I had like 4 different zippered pouches in there because I had all that stuff. But this time I still just have the tartan and twine one. These are great. They change, I think, seasonally at Ulta, the kind of design that they use, but it's always the same kind of, you know, 2-compartment thingy. So in here I still have that little tiny bag, and in here I just keep earrings for whenever the occasion might arise when I might need an earring. I have some really old hand sanitizer. I think the actual sanitizer is not old, but the bottle is old, because this is back whenever they used this kind at Bath & Body Works, and now they use something different. And then I have a, looks like a charger kind of thingy in there. I have some little tiny hair clips. Don't know why those are in there because I don't think I've ever used them. And then I have my YSL lipstick holder that I keep Benadryl in. I keep Benadryl in there, so that's that. And then I have my tape measure, which I always use whenever I'm ordering stuff online from a new place, which I do frequently. I always like to measure myself just, you know, every time to make sure nothing has changed and make sure that I fit the size chart to what I'm ordering. So that's what's in there. So that actually sums up all of what is in my bag. And then all of these things, now that I've gotten home today, will be transferred over into the other bag so that whenever I go out tonight or tomorrow or whenever I'm going out of the house, I will have my other bag with me because this one up close looks a little bit like it's been through it. Plus my others, I don't know what that was. My others just don't get very much love since I work so much and away from home. So I like to show them a little bit of love whenever I'm home. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed the story time / learning a little bit more about me. So there you go. If you did not see my previous one, I will link it down below and at the end of this video. I do have a whole playlist of what's in my, I've done my like kind of everyday makeup drawer kind of thing, my truck makeup bag, my truck skincare bag, what else? My travel makeup bag. So go ahead and check out that playlist, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.